Hey there, greetings everybody. Want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am a host of this channel. So we're here tonight to do a look back at a classic rock album. I do apologize for the lateness of the video since work and other stuff had interfered today unexpectedly. So I didn't get a chance to do much until after I ate and did things. So anyways, the album we're doing for tonight comes from this band, the Alan Parsons Project. I'll hold it over here. It seems to always do better on this side. This is the Alan Parsons Project, the Turn of a Friendly Card album. These are 1980 album. I think it's their 5th studio album. So this one's currently in my playlist and doing quite well, actually. It's been there about 5 months. It's up in the top 5. I think it's like number 3 now on the list. Doing pretty good, actually. This was released November the 7th, 1980. Acoustic Studios in Paris, France. About a little over 40 minutes in length on the Arista record label, produced by Alan Parsons himself. So appearing on the album in the band is Stuart Elliott on drums and percussion, David Patton on bass acoustic guitar, Ian Berenson on electric and acoustic and classical guitars, Eric Wolfson on keyboards, piano, harpsichord, organ, and lead vocals. You've got Alan Parsons himself on projections on Games People Play, Whistling Finger Snaps on the Gold Bug, clavinet on the Gold Bug and Ace of Swords, auto harp on Gold Bug, harpsichord on the Ace of Swords, and additional vocals on Time. Chris Rainbow on lead and backing vocals, Elmer Gantry, Dave Terry on lead vocals, Lenny Zakatek on lead and backing vocals, and the Philharmonic Orchestra on with Andrew Powell arranging. So a total of 10 tracks on this album. I'm going to try and hold it in a spot where it doesn't get any glares, and we'll just hold it there for a bit. So the first track is called, so overall the album is kind of poppy, but lots of instrumentation, lots of different sounds, really catchy rhythms and beats and melodies. Some great vocals by the vocalists on here. The one guy's really smooth, clear sounding, and every time I hear him I think of Alan Parsons. The other guy's a little bit more raspy, a little bit more mid-range, but really good as well. You've got lots of really good, memorable songs here. This album is terribly memorable that way. And you've got quite a bit of radio-friendly stuff too. So this is poppy, but I think it also has a lot of progginess to it as well. So we'll start off with the opening track, which is called Maybe a Price to Pay. Starts out with a organ part and synthesizers in there as well. A nice pulsating rhythm section with a piano at the back, kind of bringing it down a little bit. You got the song does step up a bit with the piano and the guitar riff. You got a nice vocals, mid-range, clear with a somewhat raspiness to the vocals. A catchy pop track with a multitude of instrumentation here. Pretty good song. I liked it. The next song is called Game People Play. This is one of their more famous songs. Probably one of my top 2 songs on the album. Iconic keyboard part at the beginning with a multi-vocal part. Really catchy. A catchy rhythm section. The vocals are mid to range, high, and there's that real catchy rhythm section going on throughout the entire track. Quite like this song a lot. Next up, you have Time, which is also a fairly well-known track. This song has got a slow, melodic vocal drum piano part at the beginning, almost Floyd-like. he definitely got that Floyd-like feel to it. Not surprising considering that it's Alan Parsons that's producing here. The vocals are mid-range, softer, clear, very smooth sounding. Nice, catchy, well-known track. This is a track you will definitely know when you hear it. Some orchestral, instrumental stuff here. The vocals get a bit high in the range, but still really catchy. The next track out is I Don't Want to Go Home. This one is kind of a deep cut. I quite like this song. A low, slow piano sound, catchy up-tempo rhythm track, really. The vocals more nasally, but not too nasally. Some nice background vocals on this as well. It's got a multitude of instrumental sounds throughout this that fades in and out. And a nice solo with a melodic, catchy part at the end. I'm going to go over here. Actually, I'm just going to put it down for a bit. So now we're on to Gold Bug. Another decent track. Nice whistling noises with finger snaps and a bass part at the beginning. Real catchy. Very iconic, catchy keyboard part throughout and synthesizer part. Some sax part and some other instruments, add-ins, and the voice. And there's some voice sounds. This is probably more of an instrumental though. Next up, The Return of a Friendly Card, Part 1, title track. Opening with a nice piano part with some keyboards, almost flute-like in their sound. The vocals are clear, smooth, catchy, mid to high range in tempo. Nice but catchy, mild song. I like this one a lot as well. Next is Snake Eyes, which is kind of the second part in this kind of whole side of an album here. Bass with a nice keyboard part intro. Nice guitar riff, which is really catchy. The vocals are multi-layered, mid-range second sound, and it's catchy. The vocal part is really catchy, actually. Next is Ace of Wands. Sorry, wrong band. Ace of Swords, acoustic guitar part with some keyboards in here. Kind of the opening part. Then it's a nice, catchy, mild track. It's also an instrumental. It does pick up pace a little bit, becoming more orchestral in its sound as it goes along. That's not totally uncommon for this band. Next is Nothing Left to Lose. This is another really catchy track. One of my favorites on the album as well. Very smooth vocal part. Some angelic backing vocals, like they're trying to capture this kind of choir sound almost. It does pick up tempo and there's nice catchy riffs. It gets a little bit more heavy as the song goes on. I'm trying to think of the word. The solo is strong, dominating, and very forward. And the final track is The Turn of a Friendly Card, Part 2, to kind of bookend the rest of the song here. Very orchestral in its opening. The vocals are smooth, clear, catchy, multi-vocal parts here, and some slow melodic guitar solo. So this is pretty similar to Part 1, except for I think it's a little more toned down. It's not as heavy. It's not as driven as the first part. So overall, this is a strong album. I haven't decided whether I like it more than the first one I had in my playlist, which was Eye in the Sky, which I liked quite a bit. That was my introduction to the band. This one is nearly as good. It's going to take a bit for me to kind of filter through them, and I've got a whole whack of them now that I got to listen to because I bought pretty much the whole discography. So they'll all play their parts, and we'll get to them eventually, but pretty strong album. Highly recommended. If you haven't listened to any Alan Parsons project, then you need to listen to this one or one of the other ones. There's lots to choose from. This one would be a good entry point. I think it's got that more commercial sounding friendliness to it that kind of brings people in. So that's my take on Turn of a Friendly Card from Alan Parsons project. I hope you've enjoyed this. Hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about Alan Parsons project or the album or anything I've said, you can do that in the comment section below. And we'll see you next Tuesday night for another look back at a classic rock album. Take care and goodbye.